Hey, future salon millionaires. If you're ready to level up your salon game and avoid the mistakes I've made over the past 30 years, you're in the right place. Today, I'm spilling the tea on all my salon business blunders so you don't have to learn the hard way. Let's rewind to the beginning. Just like many of you, I started as an assistant to a famous hair colorist in Beverly Hills. Fresh out of beauty school, I was eager, full of dreams, and ready to conquer the world. Eventually, I made my way to the floor with my own clients. But guess what? I had zero clients and knew zilch about marketing or getting new ones. All I knew was a bit about doing hair. I was terrified but determined to make it work. It was a steep learning curve, but I was committed to figuring it out. So what did I do? I hit the networking scene hard, chamber events, agency mixers, you name it. Back then, there was no Instagram or Facebook to showcase your work, so I was lugging around a physical portfolio of my work. And honestly, my portfolio wasn't great. I felt a bit embarrassed showing it off because I knew I was just starting out. Then I was handing out business cards and meeting people. That worked. Slowly, but surely. Some of my loyal clients from those early days are still with me, and it all started with those awkward in-person meet and greets. It was nerve-wracking, but it paid off in the long run. One of my first big mistakes was not seeking out enough help or marketing knowledge. I was pretty clueless about the business side of things. My boss at the time used PR to market his salon, and that piqued my interest. So I talked to the PR girl, Caroline, who worked with him. She was super nice and gave me a lot of pointers. PR can be tricky because it's hard to measure results and it's not cheap. But she gave me a hand for a little cash, and that helped build my clientele. It was a slow process, but it taught me the importance of visibility and reputation. It was a valuable lesson in understanding the power of good PR and the necessity of investing in it wisely. Then came another phase. I moved to a new salon because the first one lacked potential. I thought, this is it, the big break. But then I made the classic mistake of getting too comfortable. I had a decent client base and was making enough money to feel secure. So I stopped pushing myself. For 5 years, I coasted along, content with just making decent money. Looking back, that was a huge mistake. If I could go back, I'd tell my younger self to always push for growth because business never stays the same. You're either moving forward or falling behind. It was a period of complacency, and that's never good for any business. Fast forward, the salon's rent went up and the place closed. I had no choice but to open my own salon, Nelson J. Salon in Beverly Hills. We had a mix of rental and commission stylists, but high expenses meant I needed to focus on the business side. I took business classes, but they didn't teach me how to get more clients. I tried Google Ads, social media, and even good old-fashioned postcards. But nothing really clicked because I didn't know how to measure the results. It felt like I was just throwing money at the wall to see what would stick, and that's not a sustainable strategy. For over 10 years, my growth was slow. I watched other stylists crush it on Instagram and Facebook, feeling jealous and clueless. I tried hiring people to help, but it never worked out. I wasted over 10 years of my time there, not growing much. It was incredibly frustrating and demoralizing to see others succeed while I felt stuck. But then, I had a breakthrough moment. But let's backtrack a little to a particularly wild chapter in my salon journey. After moving to a bigger space due to our building being sold and our lease ending, I was hit with a double whammy. 3 of my stylists left, including one of my top stylists, which was a major blow. I lost 50% of the revenue because of that. And then COVID hit. We had to close down 3 times, and it felt like everything was falling apart. But you know what they say, when one door closes, another opens. It was a tough period, but it forced me to rethink everything. During this tough time, I met a stylist who had quite a story. She was struggling with addiction and would often be late for clients or even do drugs in the salon. Definitely not the kind of behavior you want in your business. Yet, she was constantly booked, mostly with new clients. I was baffled. So I started digging into what she was doing right, and it turned out she was a whiz at SEO and had tons of 5-star reviews. Despite her personal issues, her online presence was drawing in clients like crazy. This was eye-opening for me. It showed how crucial a strong online presence is, regardless of other factors. This was a huge light bulb moment for me. I realized that mastering SEO and online reviews could be a game changer. I tried hiring experts, but they didn't get the results I wanted. which was super frustrating. So I took matters into my own hands and learned everything I could about local SEO. I managed to rank my salon on Google locally in the #1 spot. If you want to learn how to do the same for your business, check out this video. It's all about taking control and not relying solely on others to make things happen. I also dove into Google Ads, and within 6 months, we were seeing a 50% increase in revenue. In the first year, we literally doubled our revenue. This is the power of knowledge and adapting to new challenges. The pandemic was tough, but it pushed me to innovate and find new ways to reach clients. It was a blessing in disguise that taught me resilience and the importance of adaptability. Now, reflecting on these experiences, I see that my biggest mistakes were being comfortable, lacking knowledge, and not being consistent. These are the things I regret most, wasting time not knowing what to do and being comfortable with the status quo. But every mistake was a lesson that helped me grow. I realized that comfort is the enemy of progress, and you need to constantly challenge yourself to learn and improve. One of the hardest lessons was realizing that the good times don't last forever. Business is all about adapting and evolving. Just when you think you've got it all figured out, something like a pandemic can throw everything into chaos. But it's in those challenging times that you find new opportunities and ways to grow. It's about turning setbacks into comebacks and never giving up. For example, during the COVID closures, we had to pivot to offering more online consultations and selling products through our website. It wasn't something I had focused on before, but it became a crucial part of keeping the business afloat. We also started offering virtual classes for clients on how to maintain their hair at home. These weren't huge moneymakers, but they kept us engaged with our clients and even brought in some new ones. It was a time of innovation and finding new ways to provide value. The key takeaway here is that you have to be proactive. Don't wait for things to happen, make them happen. My goal now is to double our revenues again. To do that, my team and I need to focus on execution. It's like trying to lose weight. You know what to do, but sticking to it is the hard part. The same goes for business. It's not that we don't know what to do, it's about staying consistent and following through. Consistency is key to achieving long-term success. So what challenges are you facing right now? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to know and make more videos to help you out. If you found this video valuable, please like and subscribe. It really motivates me to keep sharing tips and stories. Your support means the world to me and helps me continue creating content that can make a difference in your business journey. To wrap it up, the 3 big mistakes I made were lacking knowledge, not identifying problems early, and not being consistent. If you can avoid these, you'll be on your way to becoming a salon millionaire much faster. Remember, opportunities come to those who are prepared. It's all about being proactive, staying curious, and never settling for mediocrity. Check out my other videos for more awesome business tips, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, and bye.